Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This is where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news of rising prices in the US. Rising housing and medical care costs boosted underlying American inflation in April, a supporting sign for the Federal Reserve as it contemplates raising interest rates this year. Energy prices kept the American CPI negative, but without them, prices rose almost 2% in the year to April. The official CPI, less food and energy, was up 1.8%, but the food component was up 2% on its own. In Athens, a senior government minister there has publicly admitted Greece will have to default if it cannot convince its partners to forgive its debts. He said they don't have the funds to make the June repayments to the IMF. In Britain, they are preparing to leave the EU. The British have a referendum coming up on the issue. No date has been set for it, however. China is undergoing a period of rising wages. The standard idea is that this will reduce their competitiveness. But it may not turn out that way. It's proving to be a catalyst for productivity improvements, says one prominent analyst. Robots are coming to China fast. In Australia, the stunningly high levels of subsidies their governments have paid to get solar PV capacity installed on home rooftops was revealed over the weekend. They have spent $18.7 billion to avoid costs of $9.4 billion. And yet the study's authors suggest the arrival of affordable batteries might change the unfavourable balance. Back in New York, the US Treasury 10-year benchmark yield finished last week virtually unchanged at 2.21%. The US oil price fell again in trading on Friday and is now under $60 a barrel again, while Brent crude is at $65 a barrel. Suppliers keep talking about raising output. In fact, crude output is rising even in China. The gold price is marginally higher today and $1,206 an ounce. New Zealand dollar starts today slightly lower at 73 US cents, at 92.1 Aussie cents and 66.3 euro cents. The TWR is at 77. And although we'll get the usual month-end data releases this week, the big one to watch out for will be Fonterra's announcement giving its early indication of their 2015-16 payout levels. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.